What is up, everybody? We're back. I'm George Mossey. I'm here with my co-host Cherona. So, 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After season 7. This season is over, and we have watched the first part of the 4-part tell-all series. This is part 2. We obviously ran out of time because all of this stuff happened and right before our eyes, and we don't even know where to start, right? So, I'm gonna jump in and I want to talk about Ed and Liz because we found out that Ed has dumped Liz for the 10th time. This time it was even more serious because he gave her less than 1 week to get out of his house. Now, Liz said that she had to go couch surfing. She literally had nowhere to go. Her friend J Lo said that she arrived at her doorstep with all of her stuff in garbage bags and had to sleep on her couch. Now, everyone's question is, why is Liz still going to see Ed every other day? So this is what we want to know, because if you kicked someone out, they had nowhere to go, and you had no like worry about her. You didn't care that she was going to be in a bad situation. Is she going to be able to get to work? Is she going to be able to take showers? She didn't care. And now all of a sudden, Liz is back in this relationship. She said that she still wears her ring, but she doesn't really know what they are. But why is she there at all? And even Ed asked in the preview for the next tell all, why do you keep coming back? That's the $1 million question. What do you think is going on?
Oh my God. Watching that, I was at a loss for words, and that very rarely happens. So let's just say that first. Okay, like, how? How can he kick her out, not care where she goes, and is just like, I don't care, do whatever you want. And then when she says she's going to be single, it's a problem. Like, oh, you're just going to sleep with other men. Well, then why'd you kick her out? Why'd you break up with her? Like, what were you trying to accomplish? You knew what you were doing. That guy drives me crazy. Honestly, like I said, you make San Diego look bad, Big Ed. I cannot. Like, that's my hometown. I don't like that. I think that I don't know what is going on. She's amazing. And she just needs to get away from him. And the fact that he brought up her other relationships on television, like, that's a low blow. I did not like that.
Yeah,
I
that's like
did not.
airing someone's dirty laundry. I
Yeah.
mean, and it's also a personal attack because saying that every single person that they've dated was a bad choice. It's saying that she has a bad choice in men. It's saying that she has a bad track record. And I feel like if you love someone, that's something that you could personally know about them, but keep it to yourself. Like, why do you feel the need to humiliate her? And he does this a lot. He always wants to humiliate her. He gets her in front of people and he makes her feel like she's inadequate. He makes her feel like she's not good enough. And she's even said it all throughout this whole season. She's like, I'm scared if Ed fixes his relationship with his mom or with Rich, he's going to break up with me because he's so influenced by everyone. He just keeps breaking up with me and breaking up with me. And he does. She's not wrong. She has every right to fear. Every morning when she wakes up in the morning, she doesn't know if that's going to be the day that Ed has decided he doesn't want to be with her anymore. And I don't even know how you can stay in a relationship like that. Like, I can't go to sleep and then have the worry, and I wouldn't be able to sleep. Like, how
Never,
would you be able to
never be able to.
function? Right. She has to go to work and function knowing that this could be the day that he decides she's no longer adequate to be with him. And I want to know why she keeps going back, because she's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
She secured her own apartment, which was nicer than Ed's house. She has
Yes.
a great job where she's a
Mm-hmm.
partner. She has so much going for her. So I'm trying to understand. And it's super hard because I can't get into Liz's head, but I'm trying to understand why she keeps going back to Ed, because in San Diego, there's a lot of men in San Diego, right? And a lot of men
Okay.
would appreciate a hardworking, beautiful woman. So I'm trying to
Mhm.
get it and I'm not getting it because I don't even understand what the appeal is. What does Ed have that other men don't?
Nothing. I don't know. Honestly, I think about that all the time, and I'm like, no, like, I can't. Like, I don't get the allure. I don't even think that he's ever been nice to her. I feel like
Mm,
he's like fake nice to her, and then it's like he's mean, but then he's really nice. It's like a Sour Patch Kid. Like, he's
mhm.
super, super sour and mean and evil to her, and then it's like, no, I could no, I love you. Come back. It's like, what? What do you want from her? And like, I'm really, really glad that the other guys were standing up for her because he's wrong. And he needs to understand that he's wrong. And I'm very sick of his attitude where he thinks that he is perfect and nothing that he does is wrong and that Liz is always in the wrong. Cuz that's not how it is. We can see it. I mean, we don't obviously know what goes on behind closed doors, but it's very obvious that he's very controlling and like a little crazy, like a lot crazy.
So what do you think about this Asian dating app that he was
Oh,
so okay? He said that it was over a year old and he doesn't use it, but her and her mom made an account and it said that he was active like an hour before they made the account. Then the next day he was active again. So he was
ugh,
caught in a lie. And then Sean caught him in another lie. She's like, hey, are you speaking to Rose? Right. And he's like, oh,
mm,
I don't know. Usually when someone says I don't know and it's like a month or two out, they're
oh,
lying, right? Because I've
yeah,
watched enough court cam and court TV and Judge
yes.
Judy to know when someone is not 100 years old and they can't remember something that happened like the other day. That's typically a lie. So he was caught in a
Mhm.
lie and he still tried to turn it on her. He's like, oh, well, you're stalking me. Don't you think it's crazy that you're stalking me? How about she thinks it's crazy that you're on an Asian dating app like a day after you kicked her out when you said that you needed this time to think about your relationship and what you wanted. You didn't say you wanted to kick her out so you could start dating a person on an Asian dating site. Like, I'm
Oh,
sick of him making her feel like she's the crazy one. I
oh
don't
yeah.
like that.
Okay, my girlfriend was over. We were watching the show together because we're huge fans. The moment this whole thing, when he's like, "Well, you're crazy for making that like the app," me and my friends were screaming at the TV. We were like, we would do that. Anyone would do that. That is crazy. Of course, she's going to look. And I'm sorry, it's true. If you put something on the internet, especially if you are a celebrity or you're on any reality TV, whatever, the moment something like that goes live, someone is going to take a picture and it's going to end up on Instagram.
Yep.
It's going to end up on the internet. It's going to end up everywhere. And of course, your fiance or whatever she's supposed to be right now is going to look. I think it would be more crazy if she didn't look into it herself because you need receipts, you need validation. And the fact that he was saying, "Oh, I have all these text messages of what you said and stuff," trying to make her
Yep.
still look crazy. It's like, where are they then? Where are they? I don't know. He's crazy. And the whole like, I don't remember. I'm like you said, we're not in a courtroom.
Right.
It's not like, oh, I don't recall. Oh, I think you recall. You know what? I'm so glad they brought out Rose. That was like icing on the cake. Thank you
I
for
love
guilty.
that Rose was like, yeah, I've been talking to him. I don't know why he acts like he doesn't remember. Because I was
Mhm.
at first I was like, man, grab his phone. Let's just check. Liz, grab his phone. Let's check. Let's see who he's been talking to. Because he clearly, when someone says I don't remember, that always raises my
Okay.
eyebrow. Because if it
Yes.
wasn't like 5 or 6 years ago, you remember.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember stuff from 5 or 6 years ago. Like
I remember
you,
everything.
right. So it's like you don't want people to realize what you were doing. And it's like when Sean Robinson asks you a question, I've learned because I watch every tell all, she knows
Yes.
the answer. She's
Oh,
like an
yeah.
interrogation room
She is.
police
I love
officer.
it.
Because she's like, if she's asking you a specific question about something you did, she already knows the answer. She's just trying to get you to lie so she can put that TV on next to her and they can catch your ass. That's exactly what Sean Robinson is doing. And I think Ed should have known better. But even
Ugh.
when he was caught, he still wouldn't just admit to what he did. He's like, oh, well, your mom's crazy and you're crazy and you shouldn't be stalking me. And you shouldn't have been cheating. And she's like, oh, he's like, well, you threatened that you were going to sleep with other men. Yeah, why not? Because you kicked her out. You broke up with her.
Mhm.
You didn't care where the hell she was sleeping. Why wouldn't she sleep with other men? I actually approve. Liz, sleep with as many men as you want to sleep with because Ed is not worried about you and I want you to be happy. I approve. Do it.
Girl, get it. Yeah. Oh, I hope she leaves him. I want to go like, I've been to her work. That place is amazing, by the way. I just want to go in there and be like, can we have a conversation? I don't know you, but I would like to talk to you. But that poor girl, she deserves so much better. And she's not crazy for making the app.
No.
I think anyone would do that to their partner because you need to know. Because, yeah, people can, like, there's deep fakes or whatever people try to
Yeah.
say, but we know the truth. And if you're going and seeing something for your, like, sometimes you have to see things for yourself
Yep.
or you're not going to believe it. So
Sometimes you
I
think
think,
that people would lie to
mhm,
sabotage your relationship because there are friends who don't want you to be with someone. Sometimes there's an ulterior motive. They want to be with the person. So you need
exactly.
to see for yourself. And the number one reason why she had to do it is because he would have never told her the truth.
Mm-mm.
That's the
No.
number one reason. Even to the dime when he was caught on live TV in 4K, he still
Ugh,
wouldn't tell her the truth. So she
I
had to do it because that was the only option she had to find out the truth because he was going to lie.
You know what? I thought TLC was going to trick us and that was going to be a cliffhanger. And I'm so glad that they laid that out there with Rose. I'm glad.
Me
I
too.
was like, please don't make me wait another week for this. I need to know now.
I know. I feel the same way. So Angela came out for like 5 seconds
Oh my God.
and she basically raised hell. Like it was the most epic entrance to a tell-all I'd ever seen. And you remember she did do an entrance on a tell-all in the past where she opened her shirt And
Yes, that
so
was the last one, right?
yes, so she somehow topped it and she went for Usman's throat, which is interesting because Usman said he was going to go for her throat. And there's this beef from like 2 years ago where Michael and Usman took pictures together, and Angela has been referring to Usman as a scammer ever since the moment she seen him. I don't want to say met him, she's never met him. Ever since the moment she's seen him on the show, he's been a scammer, and she feels like Usman is like the picture of scamming for Nigeria. Like she has made him like the poster child of scamming, and she has gone off on every aspect of him. She can't stand him. She even said some pretty harsh things about Kim, who she had also never met. And
Yeah.
I can't back that because it's like you should at least get to know someone first before you start calling them names and saying that they don't have the right to speak up for the person they're with. Like, I love Angela. I love the way that she is upfront, cutthroat, in your face. This is me, like me or hate me. But I didn't
Mhm.
like the way she came for Kim. Like, I felt like Kim was an innocent bystander, right?
Yeah.
Like, she was
Mhm.
literally at the wrong place at the wrong time, and she got caught in the crossfire of this crazy altercation.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm with you on that because I would never, if even if I hate someone's husband or their boyfriend or their friend, I'm not going to come for someone I've never met, even just because they're with them. Like, that's too much, Angela. Like, we love you, but don't come for my girl Kim like that. Like, that was harsh. And okay,
All right,
was
so
I?
how do you feel about how Angela came at Yara? Yara said, "Sit down, take your seat, and be respectful of us." And she told her to shut up, and she basically told her to sit me down, you blank. So how do you feel about that? Because I feel like Yara is the least confrontational person I've ever come across. Like Yara
Mhm.
would not start a fight with anyone, and she would not be disrespectful to anyone. That's just not who Yara is. So how do you
No,
feel about that confrontation?
I get where she's coming from, Yara. I don't like how Angela came at her though. Like Angela, I mean, she's gonna come out swinging regardless. The holy
Mhm.
water did not help her today, but I knew she was gonna come out like that. I never thought her and Yara would go at it. I thought she
Mhm.
was gonna go right at Kim or something. I mean, she did go straight for Usman, but I mean, I get where Yara was just like, please, like, be respectful of all of us because we're all here together. It's not just your show. Like, we all have stuff to talk about. I did not like that. I mean, I was very shocked that Yara stood up for herself to Angela because she was everyone was so scared of her. That was the entire
Mhm.
conversation before they even hit the stage was like, Angela's gonna be here. You know, the only thing I'll ever agree with Ed on is when he said just don't talk to her.
Oh
Because
yeah,
if
he
you
did.
can't
He tried to diffuse the situation, and
get
he's like, "Don't talk to her. Don't give her the attention because she's
mhm.
going to demand it." And she did. Angela came out with the most epic entrance I've ever seen. She
Yeah.
demanded attention. She took over the show. She even left
Mhm.
and refused to even be there for the show to start. And I don't know if that is gonna stick because I'm pretty sure she has to deal with this other girl. And what
Mhm.
I'm wondering is Sean gonna bring this other girl and put her on the screen? She said that Michael invited this girl to Nigeria for Valentine's Day. Now, whether or not this girl went, so at first I thought this was a girl from Nigeria. So apparently this is a
That's what I
girl
thought.
from the US. And if she actually went there, I think that her marriage to Michael would be over, right?
Oh yeah, I would hope so. I was shocked because like when she made it seem like, you know, that he was talking to the other person or when she put out the tape and stuff, I was like, okay, so it has to be someone in Nigeria. Like he's not
Right.
that stupid. But I guess he's that stupid. I'm sorry, Michael. I love you. You seem very nice, but you real dumb. Like that was not a good idea.
And
Oh my
apparently he's back on Instagram. Did you see that? He's back on Instagram. He claims he's
yes.
not, but Sean said when Sean says it,
Yep,
she's
it's
got
real.
receipts. So
Yeah.
when Sean says it, how do you feel about that?
Oh my god. I'm not surprised at all because if they're already like okay, this is something that I wasn't clear on either. Are they together or not? Because like Michael's playing the I love my wife thing again, the sweet
Mhm.
little Michael, but it's like, are they not together because he was cheating? He's got Instagram. I believe he has Instagram again. I'm sorry. I'm with you, Sean, because why would Sean bring that up?
Mhm.
Oh my God. My head is, I don't even know what to say because are they together? Are they not together? They acted like they were together, but I don't ever know what's going on. Does
With
anyone?
Angela, you really can't. You really
No,
can't know with Angela. All right,
that's
guys, we've run out of time, unfortunately, again. All right, guys, I'm George Mossey. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms at George Mossey, georgemossey.com, and anywhere you get your podcast. This is Cherona, and make sure you follow her at all of these links here at Instagram and TikTok. And I'll talk to all of you guys really soon.